the Mighty Marvel Show, and I'm Paul, and we're back. We've got more unboxing episode today. It is the latest in the 20th anniversary Series 1 re-releases. We've already had Captain America. Look, there's Captain America. I've obviously unboxed another one. There's Captain America. Just put him back. Dropped another figure, never mind. Today is the Iron Man Anniversary Edition, 20 years in. Look and look. Okay, this is exciting. So, 2 of 3 got now. Hulk is on his way in the UK in the next couple of weeks. So, this is obviously off the back of the original Toy Biz 2002 Series 1 release, which is great. I don't have it, but it looks great. This is the updated version, and I've got to be honest, I nearly never bought this. I had a pre-order in with Hasbro, which, as it got near the time, I was like, look, it's AI Iron Man. Okay, now AI Iron Man, for those who watch this channel, was my best figure in my Marvel Legends Awards, just my own opinion, was my best figure in 2021. It was just absolutely awesome. So this is my favourite figure. So I did think in comparing these ones, well, the colour scheme for it, standing back up, it's not going to stand, there you go. The colour scheme for it is the same as you've got here. And I thought, do I want to just buy it for the head and the Iron Man mask, which is the helmet that he wore right back in the early 60s, 1963 to 1964, in the Avengers. When Captain America made his return from that issue 4 onwards, he moved from the old school gold, the big Mark 1 armour that was sprayed gold. He'd gone into this armour with this mask, with the sort of the pointy ears on the top. And then I thought, am I getting it just for that reason? But you know what? I knew what would happen, so I cancelled my pre-order, but then I saw it in my local shop, and I knew I'd get it. And I mean, just look at that amazing Tony Stark head. That is a Paul Harding sculpt. Paul Harding is the Doctor Strange sculpt as well, out of his Marvel's 1970 range. Check him out on Twitter, Paul Harding. It's amazing. And then, of course, I thought, I've got to do it. I've got to have that OG Avengers armor mask as well. So I did it. So what do we do next? We unbox it. Let's start with accessories. You get the very cool backboard, the retro 1970s Stark Industries tower as it was then. And you get a brilliant copy of issue 174. It would have been nice to have maybe actually got a comic book inside, but it's a first world problem. These are quite cool, obviously, and it does form a great backdrop behind. Okay, let's look at accessories now. So we have the Marvel Legends stand, which is obviously great, good fun. We've got 2 fists. I'll cover more on here in a minute, but the detail on the fist, the pattern here, is there's actually some colouring in between the lines on this one. I'm going to do a bit of a compare against the AR Iron Man later, but these look great. There's really good detail on the fists. Then we have these quite cool, quite different black smoke effects, which are coming out from repulsor beams. They're quite different. I don't mind them. They're not something I'm particularly going to look to use. So I don't think they really go well with the figure itself. Then we've got the classic repulsor beam rays. Now we've seen these on any number of previous Iron Man figures. A very much lighter blue on these with some very cool discoloration on the back, and you can see there. And I like that. That actually is showing you a little bit of a plume of heat vapor inside the jet. So they look quite cool, quite nice lighter colour. Now, before I cover the final accessory, let's look at the figure. Here is the 20th anniversary Iron Man. and it is great. Now, as I was saying, I nearly never got it. It's very close to the AI Iron Man, but actually there are some very clear discernible differences. So we'll talk about some of those now. However, let's have a quick look at the actual figure itself. So, as you'd expect, good ab crunch on these figures, double elbows, double knees, can really get that back. This face mask is fantastic. I mean, I've pretty much bought it for two faces. There's one, and the other one I am going to talk about now because, oh my goodness, look at the Tony Stark head, the Paul Harding sculpt. This is glorious. Look at the coloration there on the hair. That's fantastic. That's straight out the comic book page. Look at him. Absolutely fantastic. I just love it so much. It's so good. It's so 70s. That is awesome. That on its own is almost worth the money. But we are talking about Iron Man, so let's talk about this figure here. This head sculpt, this is fantastic. I love it. Look at the coloration on the back here. Now, this is very different. If I bring in the AI Iron Man, which you have here, now you don't have the color effect on the back, as you can see there, but you do with the 20th anniversary Iron Man, and I think that really sets it off. That really gives it that unique look from the comics that you don't get with the AI. Same thing on the front and back of the pants. It's the same. Well, slightly different. These pants have obviously got the discs on the side, and they've got the bigger belt buckle there on these ones. So it's slightly different on the new 20th anniversary one. But that color scheme on the back, this brings it straight out of the comics, because you remember in the comics, you've got the lines, the Inca's lines on those, and that is looking straight out of the comic book page. So I really, really like that. Same with the gloves. Now, you don't have it on the gloves for the AI Iron Man. You do have it on the gloves for the 20th anniversary. There we go. And again, the same with the boots as well. So there's a really, really unique effect. It is, as you can see, it's a different chest plate for this new Iron Man against the AI. So that is different. The repulsor beam, the arc reactor beam, sorry, there, has not got the disc around it in the middle here, as you got on the AI, and you've got raised, the bolts on the AI are more raised than the one on the 20th anniversary. So I take back a lot of what he said. It is very different, and now I'm even more pleased that I got it. So it is a really, really classic figure. It's a lighter color on the red against the AI version. So it's slightly different, as you can see. It doesn't have the sheen to it that the AI version has. The yellow is obviously the same on those. You can see that they're straight up the same. Slightly different coloration again. But the simplicity of this design, this is achieving what you want it to achieve. For the 20th anniversary edition, this is achieving that 20th anniversary look. So that is what you want. It is very much in line. It's a great homage to that Toy Biz version. It looks fantastic. Now, of course, the next thing I've got to do, I'm going to change the heads over. Let's get 70s Stark out. And here is Anthony Edward Stark in all his glory. It's a winner. It's an absolute winner, this head sculpt. It's the best one I think we've had of all the ones we've had. And we have some great ones in 2021, but this is absolutely setting the bar high again. Paul Harding, you are a master. This is a genius. And look at that, as a glorious comic book look. What more can you say about that Iron Man character? It's fantastic. Look at the hair coloration on there. Superb. Very, very pleased with this Iron Man. The 20th anniversary Iron Man is an absolute win. Is it better than the AI Iron Man? I don't know. It's equally as good, and that's what's so fun about this. You don't have to have a winner. That's my opinion. Is I think they're both fantastic, but I'm really looking forward to posing this 20th anniversary one. Good job, Hasbro. I like this figure. And back to me in the studio, Paul. Thanks, Paul, from the diorama room. And that is it, my friends. That is my look at this Iron Man figure. Are you getting it? Have you already got it? Let me know. Put it in the comments. And of course, while you're there, don't forget, like, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, Abomination is going to crush you. And that's it for today. Thanks so much. See you again next time. Bye for now.